Alright, so we have a bit more information on a bit of a details for the game, and also DICE replying also no single player. I'm Battlefield Central, and if you want more content like this, be sure to drop a like. I really appreciate the support we've been getting. Also, if you want to help support the channel, drop a comment. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks. Let's drop into the news. Tom actually did give us a bit more details on his info. Even though you answered the question, is the wacky customization similar to the Ronin mask like you linked, which was something like a ballistic mask when you shoot it at and nothing happens, you survive. It is similar to COD's anime bundles. I think a lot of people misinterpreted my tweet for sure. It's all awesome tech and not anime kitties or whatever. Just want to make that clear. And then thanks God that's the case. I'm not a fan of all anime bundles that COD has now. Hopefully DICE stays true to future tech customization and expect things like this. And this gets me, oh my god, this gets me, just this picture alone gets me really excited. Hopefully you can hear in my voice, but I want something that's immersion breaking. When I play Warzone, I see so many camos, so many skins, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people prefer to have different skins. Warzone is not a super realistic game, and neither will be probably the new Battlefield. But when I am looking for something like Battlefield, I am looking for immersion, and a huge factor of gameplay is immersion itself. And this screams immersion to me. Really, this is a really good. Like, you can see the high-tech goggles, the advanced weapons. Everything is futuristic, but not sci-fi. This is what the new Battlefield has to be. Now, when you're in a war, you're usually not shirtless and going guns blazing, right? And Call of Duty, that's completely fine. It's a fast-paced game. But when I'm looking for Battlefield, I'm looking for those Siege of Shanghai moments where you drop with your team, you destroy a tank, you place a C4, everything goes smoothly, and then you destroy the tower. This is so exciting. And just the fact when I'm thinking that we're only a week away from an actual teaser, that gets me so excited. Or like 2 weeks away from the actual reveal, as Tom Henderson was saying. Battlefield 6 might launch without campaign and without single player. We already know that Battlefield 6 Battle Royale was probably gonna launch for free. Now it seems that the game will also be launching without a campaign. What? Is Battlefield launching without a campaign mode? Yes, it seems like Battlefield 6 will be launching without a campaign mode. That comes our way via surprise, Tom Henderson. Tom Henderson looked at the recent clips that claim one wanted to play as British, American, Japanese, so on, soldier on US side of the campaign. According to him, this tweet was interpreted by all to confirm a campaign, but according to him, this is wrong. The choice of nation stuff is merely the backstory of the game, and he says the Battlefield 6 campaign or single player content has not been confirmed yet. So it's not been confirmed, but it's not been denied either by DICE or EA, but it has not been mentioned in an investor call either, which keeps me kind of concerned. Really, they did not mention any part of the campaign in the investor call. Will Battlefield 6 be free to play? So it seems that Battlefield 6 will solely be focusing on its multiplayer and Battle Royale. Now granted, the Battle Royale has not been confirmed yet, but it's 100% expected. Everyone is expecting a Battle Royale. Like, it's out of the question if it's not there. More than that, it's just certainly expected to be free to play. This means that Battlefield 6 could be a free to play game, which we all know. Does that sound insane? Yes, it does, but it's not impossible. We could see Battlefield 6 launching its multiplayer portion entirely for free and going for a Fortnite route in terms of monetization. I don't kind of agree with this article. This just means that maybe Battle Royale is free and they have some cosmetics. It seems like that the information given to me was interpreted as a campaign information, but it's actually the backstory of the game itself. So as of yet, a campaign is not confirmed. I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong, but this makes me even more excited for multiplayer. And how do actually people react to this? I would gladly change single player for extra multiplayer map or two, unless we get a sequel to Battlefield Bad Company story. That's not gonna happen for some time, my friend, but better hope if they scrap an entire campaign mode, they add more than 2 more maps to multiplayer. This is not enough. They better be more nations that are playable, another 5 to 10 maps and tons of customization to make this worth $60 to $70. No, just add a ton of more customization, a ton of more features, maybe improve the graphics a little. You don't have to have a single player campaign in every single Battlefield game. Personally, I never touched single player, so even having a single multiplayer map instead of single player I never played would still be better. To me, a single map I play for 100 hours is better than 3 to 4 single player campaign I play and never touch again. Honestly, I love single players. They tell a great story, but you play multiplayer maps a lot more. Let's all be honest here. We know Battlefield for what it is, a multiplayer game, not a single player game. It's a great add-on, the single player. It tells you a great story, tells you a bit more about the details of the game, so advanced graphics and so on. But overall, multiplayer is where the game is at. And I definitely support this idea that there's not going to be any single player or campaign, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Taking also that into account, there's also a lot of people thinking my word is 100% confirmed information. Just to be clear, nothing is confirmed until it's announced by the devs publishers. Just because I've personally not heard anything on a specific feature, it doesn't mean that it's not in the game. And this is my mistake as well. So for example, we talked about the previous gen. He has not heard anything about that, and the first thing that thought to my mind is that the next gen consoles are not coming. I feel like I should make it clear that maybe some of the features will actually be removed as well. So for example, maybe they put, I don't know, maybe Ospreys. Ospreys of course are going to be in the game, but just imagine, you know, Tom Henderson says one simple attachment will be in the game, but then it's removed by the developers for some point. That is a definite possible scenario, if you get me. On the other hand, I do want to say that Tom Henderson is a very trusted insider. He's been working in this industry for about 8 years, if I'm not mistaken, and it's really nice seeing someone helping us with the hype, and just reading what he posts makes me really excited. He also posted, this Warzone event has made me realize how much I just want to Halo dive out of an Osprey and a Battlefield Royale. This is so exciting if this is in fact true. If we are all in an Osprey, then drop down, there's gonna only be one winner, and the best weapon attachment guy is probably gonna be the one who knows his weapon attachments, and the one who has the best aim will win, and there's only one winner. Or maybe there will be a squad with your friends and so on. And I just am a loss of words how exciting this would be. Of course, Battle Royale probably won't come at the November, but a bit later on, and that is totally fine. If we gotta go to multiplayer, I can keep playing that for months, no problem. I really like this one. Trying to summon the Battlefield trailer, basically, and like fire a lot of candles in Battlefield. And Battlefield did actually reply, I summon you to fulfill your oath. Everyone wants the Battlefield trailer right now. The Battlefield trailer basically posts, and if you click over here, you know, Battlefield just replied with this tweet. I really like this. A lot of people more replying to this, but the Battlefield trailer, here it is. You know, they're really teasing us at Twitter. They're not telling us much more, but time is passing, guys. Time is passing, and at some point you will have to reveal us something, and this is something I'm pretty excited for. But I love these little teases from Battlefield Twitter. I simply love them. I'm sorry, Battlefield, but you've lost top spot. In my totally unbiased opinion, this is now the greatest game in the world. What? Okay, so Battlefield actually did fly to this, just dragging him out of the sea. He's pissed. Battlefield is still the best game. Sorry to disappoint you here, but no game can replace Battlefield, especially if that's Battle Royale and 120 players. You cannot replace that with anything. Not even 200 players Battle Royale will win. Not even 500 players. If it has vehicles, that would be mind-blowing in Battle Royale. If there is one question you wanted to be answered regarding Battlefield, what it would be. And oh my, this did get a lot of responses. 503 likes, even though like there's so many questions over here, and the best one I found is the 2nd of May on purpose. So basically he posted 2 and a 5, which is an ammo counter, right? And this heavily hinted at the 2nd of May reveal, and I don't know if he will reply to this actually. Like a lot of these replies are actually real, and I'm so excited to see what Tom Henderson will talk about this. So far we're getting a lot of new news potentially. Stay on the line by subscribing and leaving a like. It helps you out a lot, I promise. But overall, what I feel about no single player is I'm actually very positive about the idea. I feel like single player games are great when they're telling a story, but now you want to divert your energy into making long-term games. So for example, Warzone is a long-term game. And if this is true, I'm pretty excited for that, but considering 3 studios are working on Battlefield 6 as we speak, regardless, it's gonna be a good game. And I'm gonna be like Santa Claus. I'm gonna keep bringing more news. And see you until next time. I really appreciate you watching this.